what's going on, guys? Welcome. This is video two. I'm gonna show you guys this trade I just took. It took me about like an hour and 30 minutes or so. So I'm just gonna go through the trade recap. As you can see, I made 1,500. This is on my top step accounts. I have two accounts. This is the one I blew yesterday. If you watched my introduction, you know that I blew the account. As you can see, I was going on term trades. I blew the account. I reset this account like two times, so I blew the account twice. And I bought some other accounts and then I blew them, but I canceled them. But as you can see, I have two accounts. This one, and I have this one here too. I had these two copy traded, but I took it out that way I could personally lock myself out. There was no need because I already made the $3,000. So this account I passed it, but I just wanted to lock it just to be safe because I know myself. Sometimes I may, feel like I know what I'm doing and I go in and then I lose all my profits. So to prevent that, I just took it out of the copy trading and then I locked the account personally. So that's just what I did. So for my trade, I always start at the daily, right? Looking at the daily, we had took out this sell side right here, this swing low. We took that out yesterday. So in my head, I was like, okay, like we just took out a major low, so we might retrace today. Okay, so my buys for today was longs, and we can also see that yesterday's low was taken, right? You can see like right here. Um, you can see that right here, that low was taken, right? So going down to the 4 hour, you can clearly see that low was being taken, and this was before 9:30 a.m. I could already see this, and we were already going higher, right? If you look left, you will see that we tapped into a 4 hour order block, right? Something like that, and it's even clear on the 1 hour, right? I mean, a fair value gap, ABC. My bad. I don't know what I said. Another block, right? We tapped that in, boom. We took that out around 7 a.m. New York Eastern Time. So we took our sell side. Then we have all this buy side here, right? So this was my drawn liquidity. Was these highs that were made, for the past 2 days since Monday. And we also have this big new week opening gap that is also a draw that I think we might feel it this week, maybe tomorrow or Friday. So that's another draw on liquidity. So my bias was going longs, was to buy. Right, that's basically like my bias. So I just had to find reasons to get in, right? So first of all, I wanted us to close above this series of closed candles, right? On the 30-minute, right? So once this happens, this would be a change in the state of delivery. This would be a 30-minute order block, right? So for me to go long, I wanted it to close about here, which we did at 9 o'clock. So I was thinking, okay, for New York Open, I wanted it to trade down a little bit to come into this 30-minute order block and then shoot up, right? So that was my idea. Going down to the 15-minute, we also see that the same thing happened, right? We closed above here, making this a 15, making this a 15-minute order block, right? bullish order block, and we see that we came down to it, and then we made this 15-minute BC, right? We got this 15-minute BC, which we didn't even tap to at like 9:30, right? So this is also another sign that okay, this is good, right? So I entered somewhere here. At first I entered early, and then I lost about $250 because that's my loss. Um, my stop loss is always at $250. And also looking at the new week opening gaps right here, right? When we took out that low, right? When we took out that, let me go to the 4 hour, which is clear. When we took out that low, we actually tapped into October of last year, the 17th, that new week opening gap from Friday and Sunday. So the 19th and the 17th, we tapped on it, and then it went up. So my idea was, okay, looking at the new day opening gaps, also, we tapped it right here at the bottom, and there was this clustering of new day opening gaps, right? So okay, this is another confirmation of price wanting to go higher, right? So to manage the trade, I was putting in the quadrants of this new week opening gap, November 7th and the 9th. I want the price to break above and stay at the upper portions, upper quadrants, and then go up to take out the sell side, the buy side over here, and play with these new week opening gaps of the 30th of November and stuff. This, that is from 30th of November, because we had a big gap. Yeah, I don't remember when I did this. It was a long time ago. Yeah, these two right here. Yeah, it was a big gap, bro. Big gap. So let me take you to my top step account. So let me just take this out. So at first I entered here. There's a lot going on here, I apologize. Okay. At first I entered here. I entered here because we closed above this small bearish candle, right? But this wasn't really a strong order block, okay? Because we have these ones right here. Let me actually get a brush tool. We have these right here, right? This one is way stronger than this little one. So my mistake was I entered at the break, like once we broke above here, I entered like here. I entered at 25188, 25188. I entered right there. I had my stop loss like right here, and my targets was above there, right? Boom. I got stopped out. As you can see, I got stopped out right here. My stop was 1456, 625. Yeah. My stop was right, as you can see. I got stopped out. Boom. Because I got stopped out, I didn't realize, oh, I entered too early. I was supposed to wait for the break of this, right? If we broke above there, then this would be our 1 hour order block, but I was impatient, so I waited again for the break of this one here, this time. So I waited for that right there. This became our 1 minute order block, right? You can see I entered right here. I entered right here at 2.5. Entered at 2.580. 280, 25, 280, 25, 208, 208. And then my stop was at, boom, my stop was like a 40, 41.25. I entered with three contracts right there. 25, 280, 25, 208, yo. Entered right there, and then I had my profit right there, right? So this was my original trade idea right here. So if you look at the daily, we also have this volume imbalance right here. So I drew that out yesterday, and I actually entered again once we broke above this, right? I entered again here, one more contract right here. So I had two entries. Entered right there. So my stop was right here at first, and then I brought it up to like somewhere here, 31. That way, I'm still keeping my $250 loss, right? So this turned out to be a 1-6. Well, yeah, like 1-6 something. So from there, I just had to manage the trade. Also, one thing I forgot to mention was we also had these. Let me take out the executions because you already know where I entered that, right? We also had this first presented fair value gap, right? At first we traded down to it, but we only did that way we can take out sell side right here. So we took out sell side, boom. We changed characters here. This became our 1 minute order block. Our 1 minute order block is also with the first presented fair value gap. So that was another confirmation of price going to wanting to go higher. So boom, and then I had these projections. So if you take this low to this high, it's gonna give you projections, right? So we have the -1, -2.5, 2, -2.5. This -2.5 was close to the to this high, to this relative equal highs, right? So I just had my my take profit over there. These other projections, it was from the 15-minute, the deeper one right here. Um, I didn't really use that one, right? So anyway, I entered here, I entered again here. Trade is going good. When we stopped here, this was during the it was right here, right? So price was playing around this new week, or this actually new week. This new week opening high, new week opening gap high. So price was playing around here, and I wasn't really liking it. So I wrote not liking the stalling over here, and I had this actually as a 1 minute BC, something like that, but I went to the 5 minute because it was cleaner. It's much easier to manage. As you can see, the too many candles compared to the 1 minute is not there, right? So it is easier to manage on the 5 minute for me, right? So I wanted to get out here. If price broke below this 5 minutes BC, I would have gotten out, right? But price was good. Price respected the BC. Then we kept on going. Here I'm just managing. After we broke this high, this became a protected low. So I moved my stop to here. Same thing here. Once we broke this series of down candle, this became a 1 minute order block. This became a protected low. I moved my stop over here. Same thing over here. Once we broke this series of down candles, this became a 1 minute order block. I moved my stop to here, protected low, and then from here, price just went to my target. You can see right there, price hit my target for a $1,500 trade. So in total, I made about 3K. Because 1,500 times 2, that's 3K. Yeah, that's my trade, man. That's what happened. I managed my trade. This was a really good trade. I didn't really put on too much size, and I caught about like 200 points, man. 240 points. That's a lot of points, man. And I started to get greedy too. I was thinking, man, what if I had like 10 contracts, 10 micros or 15 micros, and this would have been crazy. But I I'm grateful that I managed to control my urges and just focus on the price action and not focusing on the money. Because as you can see, I already passed this account right here. Um, this account right here. And yeah, man, I went on tilt yesterday. You know, not really, but you can see that my reds are smaller compared to the greens. But I didn't really like how I traded yesterday. It was really bad, but today I traded really good. See, as you can see, our first loss was right here, $250, and then this was our three contract size right here, and this was the pyramid I added in the um, one micro. So that was the trade. For my settings, I locked myself once I hit $750. But here that did not happen because I was on tilt, man. I was angry. I don't know what happened. I just went crazy. And I blew the accounts. But yeah, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and then I'll catch you on the next video. Okay, peace out.